Hey everybody, get ready to have some fun. Welcome to the Free and Fredonia Show.
I want you to be free. Remember, there's nothing like liberty, except Collier's in the Saturday Evening Post. Be free, my friends, one for all and all for me, and me for you, and 3 for 5, and 6 for a quarter.
Pardon me, a couple of telegrams for you, Mr. Hammer.
There you are. Business is beginning to pick up already.
Here's your host, Gary SannaBlue Baker.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Free and Fredonia Show. I'm Gary Baker, and hello to Kat, Bill, and Sharon, and Anthony, and Linda have showed up so far. We're going to be playing some trivia, and the subject tonight is the Old Testament from the Bible. So we're going to test your knowledge on the Old Testament. And a lot of these questions are fairly easy, so excuse me. Nothing to really worry about. I think y'all going to have a good time tonight. So go ahead and hit your share button and let everybody know what we're doing and invite them to come on. Hey, Chris, glad you made it, bud. Good to see you. So hit your share button and let's go ahead and do the word for the day.
The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing. Zephaniah 3:17. God isn't a distant observer. He champions you, celebrates you, and surrounds you with love that sings over your life.
All right. Everybody said amen. I really like the word for the day. I put a lot of work into that. So today's been a great day. Hey, Leanne, glad you made it. Today's been a great day. It's been beautiful outside. I did hear some bad news. Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys passed away. He was 82 years old. He was a musical genius, and we're definitely gonna miss his creative genius. So we're gonna be playing trivia, Old Testament. Let's get Gloria to remind us how to play.
Welcome to the Free in Fredonia Show. Be sure you like and share with everybody. It's going to be lots of fun with interesting trivia questions on a variety of subjects. The way you play is, the question will be posted on screen with 4 possible answers. You'll have just enough time to choose the answer you think is correct and type in the correlating number in the comments section. Be sure to watch the timer at the top of the screen so you will get your answer in before the cutoff. After you post your choice, give Gary a few seconds to tabulate the answers, and the correct response will be noted before advancing to the next question. Good luck. Now, back to Gary.
All right, here we go. We'll be playing Old Testament. Anthony, so you got tonight off with pay. Well, that's great. Glad you made it. Appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, it's been a great day. Linda is playing at the restaurant. She's eating Chinese tonight, and she's got Steve there to help her, so that's good. She may need all the help she can get. Topic is the Old Testament. So some of those stories that you grew up on, you're going to have to go back and see if you remember some of them. Here we go. Question 1's coming up. I hope everything works tonight. Should. Question number 1. Here we go. Who led the Israelites out of Egypt in the book of Exodus? Was it Moses, Joshua, David, or Abraham? Who led the Israelites out of Egypt in the book of Exodus? Moses, Joshua, David, or Abraham? Kat, good to see you. I think you fell asleep. You slept through it last night, from what I hear. So glad you made it back. Some of you are on YouTube. I'm interested to see how that works for you. Who led the Israelites out of Egypt in the book of Exodus? Moses, Joshua, David, or Abraham? Hey, Melinda. Melinda's here. Good to see you. Glad you made it. Did you get here in time for the first question? I've got a special game tomorrow evening that when I put it together, I thought of Melinda, so she'll have to show up. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. 88% of you got it. So Kat's on some new meds. Here we go. Question 2. Which Old Testament figure built an ark to survive a great flood? Was it Noah, Moses, Elijah, or Adam? Which Old Testament figure built an ark to survive a great flood? Noah, Moses, Elijah, or Adam? So Melinda's not cooking. Poor Pete. What's Pete going to eat? Hey, Janie. Good to see you. Glad you made it. Some of you are playing on Facebook and some on YouTube. Let's see how that works. Which Old Testament built an ark to survive a great flood? Noah, Moses, Elijah, Adam. Time is up. It's been a good day today. Like I said, it's been beautiful. A beautiful day here. I've been working on my boat, trying to get it ready for the fishing season. Noah, Linda Baker, brag. What are you doing? Okay. Most of you got it right except Linda. All right, third question. What was the first book of the Old Testament? Was it Numbers, Leviticus, Genesis, or Exodus? What's the first book of the Old Testament? Numbers, Leviticus, Genesis, or Exodus? Get your answer in there. This is question 3. Yeah, Anthony, Nashville traffic is always a mess. For sure. All right, get your answers in. Y'all should do well on this game tonight. If you don't hit the wrong button, Linda. What was the first book of the Old Testament? Linda, you're eating. All right, Genesis. Genesis is the first book. Chris is ready to go fishing. That's good. Question 4. In what city was David crowned king over all Israel? Was it Nazareth, Jerusalem, Hebron, or Bethlehem? In what city was David crowned king over all Israel? Nazareth, Jerusalem, Hebron, or Bethlehem? That's a good question. In what city was David crowned king over all Israel? Nazareth, Jerusalem, Hebron, or Bethlehem? See how much you know about the Old Testament. Appreciate you all playing tonight. It's good to see every one of you. Y'all be sure and check in tomorrow night. Nobody got that one. Oh my goodness. Hebron. Now you know. Now you know. All right, here we go. Question 5. Which prophet was swallowed by a great fish? Was it Jonah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, or Daniel? Which prophet was swallowed by a great fish? Jonah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, or Daniel? So was it a fish or a whale? I think the Bible says fish, doesn't it? Which prophet was swallowed by a great fish? Jonah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, or Daniel? All right, time is up. Here we go. We'll try to stay on top of the game tonight so we can Get this leaderboard here. I've been rethinking about Jonah. 100% of you got it right. That's good. 100% of you got it. Let's check out this leaderboard. I thought I hit the right button. Hold on. There we go. Sharon, Melinda, Leanne, and Bill, top 4. All right. Let's see what your stats are there. Chris says it's a whale. Okay. All right. Next question. How many days did God take to create the world according to Genesis? Was it 8 days, 7 days, 6 days, or 5 days? How many days did God take to create the world according to Genesis? 8, 7, 6, or 5? How many days did it take him? All right, time is up. I was trying to remember what day it was that he created man. Was it the 5th day? I don't remember. How many days? 6 days. Sharon, Janie, Linda, and Bill got that correct. 63%. Yeah, he rested on the 7th, Janie. You're right. All right. Question 7. Here we go. Who received the 10 Commandments from God on Mount Sinai? Was it Samuel, Moses, Joshua, or Aaron? That's why you don't mow on Sunday. You better believe it, Janie. Who received the 10 Commandments from God on Mount Sinai? Samuel, Moses, Joshua, Aaron. Leanne tried to talk me into doing yard work on a Sunday one day. She said it was, I don't know what she said, a hobby or something. I'm sure I'll have to answer that on Judgment Day. Who received the 10 Commandments? Samuel, Moses, Joshua, or Aaron? I don't mow grass on Sunday. All right. I might fish on Sunday, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Jesus was a fisherman. Moses, every one of you got that one right. I'm proud of you. All right, here we go. Question 8. Moving right along. Come on, here we go. There we go. What is the name of Adam and Eve's 3rd son? Was it Seth, Enoch, Cain, or Abel? What is the name of Adam and Eve's 3rd son? Seth, Enoch, Cain, or Abel? That's a good question there. Get your answers in. I see most of you are on Facebook. Bill, you're playing on YouTube. I thought Kat was. Yeah, Kat's on YouTube too. What's the name of Adam and Eve's 3rd son? Seth, Enoch, Cain, or Abel? All right. Here we go. Seth. Sharon got that one correct. Was the 3rd son of Adam and Eve, Seth. Question 9. Which Old Testament book contains the story of Samson and Delilah? Was it Samuel, Kings, Judges, or Exodus? Which Old Testament book contains the story of Samson and Delilah? Samuel, Kings, Judges, or Exodus? Chris, you said you liked my hat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. This was my daddy's hat, your grandfather's. No, I take that back. It was my grandfather's hat. So your great-grandfather. Which Old Testament contains the story of Samson and Delilah? Get your answers in there. Samuel, Kings, Judges, or Exodus? Judges. Melinda got it correct. She's been paying attention to Sunday school, I guess. Melinda got that one right. Here we go. Question 10. Who interpreted Pharaoh's dreams in Egypt? Was it Moses, Joseph, Jacob, or Daniel? Who interpreted Pharaoh's dreams in Egypt? Moses, Joseph, Jacob, or Daniel? All right. Y'all recognize the hat? Okay. Who interpreted Pharaoh's dreams in Egypt? I'm not sure about this answer, y'all. I'm not sure. We may have to have a discussion on this one. All right. Who interpreted Pharaoh's dreams? The machine says Joseph. Some of you got it right. I was thinking it was Moses. I guess I was wrong. I was trying to remember. Anyway, let's check the leaderboard out, see where everybody is. That's the 10th question. It was Joseph, Sharon? Okay. Well, that's what the machine said it was, or AI. So, all right, let's see how y'all are doing. Looks like we've held pretty much everybody's holding positions. All right, that's the 10th question. So halfway through the game, he had a dream coat. Melinda, is that what you're saying? Joseph did? I don't remember that. I'm going to have to get that out and check it out. All right, back to game. Question 11. You learn something every day. Here we go. Which Old Testament character killed Goliath with a sling? Was it Solomon, Saul, Jonathan, or David? Which Old Testament character killed Goliath with a sling? Solomon, Saul, Jonathan, or David? I love these old Bible stories. Which Old Testament character killed Goliath with a sling? Leanne, I'm not seeing your answers. Yeah, there you are. Okay. I see Kat is playing. Yeah, you're playing on YouTube. Okay. Trying to keep up with everybody. David killed Goliath with a sling. Everybody got it correct. Here we go. Question 12 coming up. What food fell from heaven for the Israelites in the wilderness? Was it quail, manna, fish, or bread? What food fell from heaven for the Israelites in the wilderness? Quail, manna, fish, bread. Y'all remember that story? They were hungry, and God fed them. What food fell from heaven for the Israelites in the wilderness? Quail, manna, fish, or bread? Get your answers in there. All right. I love it when this game works right. Manna. 88% of you got it. Manna from heaven. I will, and I'm going to read that story. All right, here we go. This is question 13. Who was thrown into a den of lions but remained unharmed? Was it Nehemiah, Ezra, Elijah, or Daniel? Who was thrown into a den of lions but remained unharmed? Nehemiah, Ezra, Elijah, or Daniel? Leanne says that's why they call it the Manna Cafe. You're right, Leanne. Who got thrown into a den of lions? Is that Elijah? Hey, Elijah. Glad you made it, bud. Coming in on the halfway through the game. Better late than never. Who was thrown into the den of lions but remained unharmed? Nehemiah, Ezra, Elijah, or Daniel? Elijah. Daniel. Daniel in the lion's den. God protected him. Okay, question 14. This game is moving fast. What river did Joshua part for the Israelites to cross? Was it the Tigris River, the Nile River, the Jordan River, or the Euphrates River? What river did Joshua part for the Israelites to cross? The Tigris, the Nile, the Jordan, or the Euphrates? Now you remember Moses parted the Red Sea, and Joshua parted a river. Tigris, Nile, Jordan, or Euphrates? Get your answers in there. Time is up. That's kind of a tricky question. This is question 14 already. My goodness, time is flying. Bill, did you change your answer? The Jordan River. The Jordan River is correct. Joshua parted it. 50% of Linda, Chris, Melinda, and Janie got that one right. Here we go. This is question 15. Which king built the first temple in Jerusalem? Was it Solomon, Saul, Ezekiel, or David? Which king built the first temple in Jerusalem? Solomon, Saul, Ezekiel, or David? Okay, Bill, you having trouble? I'm sorry. Get your answers in there. Which king built the first temple? All right, time is winding down. Looks like some of y'all remember that story. Linda, I'm glad you were able to play. Or are you sitting in the restaurant playing? Solomon is correct answer. Elijah, Sharon, Bill, and Anthony got that one correct. He built the first temple. All right. Oh, it's too late. Well, we'll go. What animal spoke to Balaam in Numbers? Was it a horse, a goat, a donkey, or a camel? What animal spoke to Balaam in Numbers? Horse, goat, donkey, or camel? That was a good story too. What animal spoke to Balaam in Numbers? Horse, goat, donkey, or a camel? There's Kathy. Hey, Kathy. Better late than never. I'm glad you showed up. Appreciate you. Everybody say hello to Kathy. What animal spoke to Balaam in Numbers? Horse, goat, donkey, or camel? We're getting ready to find out. It was a donkey. 46% of you. Sharon, Chris, Melinda, and Janie nailed that one. All right, let's pause it here real fast. And I want to see this leaderboard here. All right, Melinda's moved into the lead. Everybody, check out your scores. Some of you coming in on the tail end there, so that's all right. Glad you're here. All right, let's get back to the game. Which book follows Proverbs in the Old Testament? Is it Song of Songs, Psalms, Job, or Ecclesiastes? Which book follows Proverbs in the Old Testament? Song of Songs, Psalms, Job, or Ecclesiastes? I'm trying to read your comments here. All right. Which book follows Proverbs in the Old Testament? You remember that? Probably, if I had a favorite book of the Bible, it was probably this book. It's got some good stuff in it. Ecclesiastes follows Proverbs. If you haven't read any of that book, check it out. Sharon, Anthony, Kat, and Linda got that right. 40% of you. All right, here we go. Question 18. Who was Ruth's mother-in-law? Was it Rachel, Naomi, Hannah, or Esther? Y'all remember Ruth? Who was Ruth's mother-in-law? Got to think about that one. Rachel, Naomi, Hannah, or Esther? Okay, I'm seeing some of your answers here. Who was Ruth's mother-in-law? Rachel, Naomi, Hannah, or Esther? This is question 18. My goodness. Leanne says she guessed. Well, I probably would have guessed too, Leanne. Naomi was Ruth's mother-in-law. 46% of you got it. Sharon, Elijah, Bill, and Chris got that correct. This is question 19. What plague was the last before Pharaoh released the Israelites? Was it the locusts, death of the firstborn, darkness, or boils? What plague was the last before Pharaoh released the Israelites? Locusts, death of the firstborn, darkness, or boils? I hear my dog at the door. She's wanting in. What plague was the last one before Pharaoh released the Israelites? Let my people go. Locusts, death of the firstborn, darkness, or boils? All right. This is the 19th question. This game has flown by. Death of the firstborn. That was the last plague. 64% of you. Sharon, Leanne, Anthony, and Linda got that one right. This is the last question, y'all. Which prophet had a vision of dry bones coming to life? Was it Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, or Amos? Which prophet had a vision of dry bones coming to life? Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, or Amos? Remember that story? Dry bones. My monitor is lighting up. I got people texting me. All right, time is up. Which prophet had a vision of dry bones coming to life? All right, get your answers in. Too late. Time is up. Ezekiel. 46% of you got it right. Sharon, Anthony, Chris, and Janie had a vision of the dry bones. Remember that? All right, we're going to see who's got bragging rights. Look at Sharon got bragging rights. With Melinda and Linda and Chris. I've been putting the standings online in a little bit better format. Hey, I've got something I want y'all to help me with. I've got a new game. It's called Word It. And I'm going to pop that up on the screen here. And if you will, just it's real short. Help me out because I'm interested in seeing how it works online. So I'm going to put it up, and I've got William Shakespeare giving you instructions on how to play it. So check this out.
Guess the 5-letter word. You have unlimited. Guess the 5-letter word. You have unlimited chances. Type in your guess in the comments section and you'll see if you matched any letters. A correct letter in the right place turns green. A correct letter in the wrong place turns yellow. An incorrect letter turns gray. Continue entering your guesses until all letters are green. You will receive 2 scores for every green letter, 1 score for a yellow letter, and 0 for a gray letter. Once someone guesses a word, the boxes will get empty again, and the new round begins. User who scored the most wins.
All right.
See
All
if
right.
you matched any letters. A correct letter
Turn
in the
this
right
thing
place
off.
turns...
There we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear what I'm saying? Everything is coming apart. All right. Looks like you understand how to play. Type in the word. If you get the letter correct in the right spot, it's green. If you type in the right letter in the wrong spot, it'd be yellow. You can hear me good. I appreciate that. This is the first time I've really tried to monitor this game. And I was interested in seeing how it works. It shows up online, so. You don't understand. You're trying to guess a 5-letter word. If you type in the word and you get a letter that's in the correct position, it will be green. There we go. It messed up again. Hold on a minute. Let me get it back on here. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
A correct letter in the right place turns green. A correct letter...
You can see I needed help on this. Okay. If you get a correct letter and it's in the wrong place, it'll be yellow. You understand? Do I need to have William explain it again? You get as many chances as you can. Looks like everybody's getting the E there. You can guess as many times as you want. And I'm just doing 2 words. So as soon as y'all guess the first word, you understand now, Leanne? Chris, give it a shot, Chris. A 5-letter word. You can type in a 5-letter word. If one of the letters that you type in is in the correct spot, it will be green. If one of the letters is correct that you type in, but it's in the wrong spot, it will be yellow. If the letter is wrong, it will be gray. Understand? I think some of you, most of you got it. Oh no, it keeps jumping back. I'm sorry. I don't know why it does that. That's why I'm running this test on it. Melinda's cutting out. Okay, Melinda. Be that way. Five-letter word. The second letter is E, and the third letter is S. I guess you can see everybody's. You can see Anthony's got the last letter correct. Can you see the other people's guesses? I do have a story, Dan, but I wanted to test out this game. Look at there, Elijah. All right, second word. This is the second word. That was the first word. Looks like Daniel has joined us. I think that's Daniel. Is that Isaiah? That's Isaiah. All right, you got the first word. This is interesting. When y'all get done with this, I need your opinion on the game. What you think of it. Oh, look at there! Cat! Okay. All right, let's see what it does. Hold on. Jesus saves were the two words. Now let's see if it gives a leaderboard. Down at the bottom, can you see your scores? Okay. Can't reach you on the trigger. Hey, tell me what you think about that game in the comment section. If you'd like to play it, I may try to incorporate it into the trivia game. Not to where it would take up too much time, but it might be a nice break. I do have a story for you guys. Let's see if I can find it on this. I thought it would be a fun game. I was interested in seeing how it worked, how it showed up online, and I can see I need to work on that, but we'll see what we can do with that. All right, here's a story for you. I hope you like it. For 54 years, James and Lila danced every Saturday night. It didn't matter if it was the VFW hall, the front porch, or the living room floor. If it was Saturday and there was a little music, James would hold out his hand and Lila would smile like it was their first prom. Even when her knees got bad, even when his back started to ache, they danced, slow and close, like time itself was something they could outlast. But one spring morning, Lila didn't wake up. Heart failure, the doctor said. It was quiet, peaceful. But James was anything but peaceful. He didn't speak much after that. The house grew still. Saturday nights came and went. And then months later, the neighbors heard music again. An old record player spinning something soft and sweet. And James, he was standing in the living room in his best suit, holding nothing but air, and moving in slow, tender circles across the floor. One of his neighbors, blinking back tears, asked if he was okay. James looked at her and said softly, "She asked me to save the last dance for her, so I do, every week." Love doesn't always end when life does. Sometimes it lives in the quiet rituals, the ones that no one else sees. But the heart never forgets. All right. Hope you enjoyed that story. Tom, you showed up late, bud. We were waiting on you. Come on back tomorrow night. I've got a special trivia game I want y'all to play. It's going to be a lot of fun. Until tomorrow, y'all take care and tell somebody you love them. See ya.